Wolves 2-0. Battle of the Portuguese managers and the newer manager, Vitor Pereira, with his second game in charge. Came out on top. A silly yellow card from Bruno.
Too stupid. He deserved to get sent off. Someone said to me like, "Oh yeah, but it's just after half time." I hate that. You know, like,
it doesn't matter when something happens in the game.
like, or even in the start of the game, it's the first one. No, if it's a crap tackle, it's a crap tackle, right?
Yeah.
So no, fully deserved. I think the one thing that really struck me about that game was around the kind of midfield composition. Now, I know Kobe Mainoo got quite a lot of heat from that game as well.
Yeah.
Teams are just literally saying, okay, in that area, we're just going to overload and flood them and run past them. And yeah, I think Amorim, as much as we've seen a few things that he's done already, and I know you've made a joke about they should just kept rude. And that's what you keep saying as well. I think, I know we'll get onto in a second, they're going to do a lot of business in January.
I don't think they are.
They have to. They have to.
I think
They might not have the money to
No, but I think they're going to move because if they move a couple of those people on, if Rashford kind of goes somewhere as well, you get them off the wage bill. I think they can definitely say this will happen, or they're going to try and get some loans in because they're missing the key profile of the players that they require for that system. And he's not going to change the system, which I think he's right to do. If you're a new manager and you come in and this is what you want to set up with as well, I think you almost need to be like, this is what I want to do in that. You can tweak the system. But I think, like, for instance, they're playing Mazraoui as the right centre-back. He should never play there. You've got enough centre-backs to cover that position. I think he should play there. But what I would say is he should kind of put the stamp and saying, this is what I want, work out what players can do it, and then with January coming up, then have the investment to get a couple of those pieces to move it forward.
And I do agree with you in parts, but I think when you're seeing the results that bad and you're conceding that many goals, I think sometimes you might have to say, all right, let me put a pause on it.
100%.
I'm going to work on it in training. I'm going to do it in Euros when we play European football, but we're going to play the 4-2-3-1 because that's the profile players that I've got.
Yeah, the style he wants to play, he hasn't got the players for it. I don't think he in any of the positions. But personally, because if you look at Sporting, it was quite fluid. Obviously, he's had more time to work on it, and he's even said himself, like, we don't get enough time to train because we've got Saturday games. Like, he's like, we don't have enough time to train. I think it was good to do it in maybe like the first 1 or 2 games to see if they can do it.
Yeah.
And I think now he's seen that they're not capable of doing it to the level that he requires for it to be
effective.
Yeah. So I think get to the transfer window, try and move to pieces like you said.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm not saying revert back to type in what Ten Hag done, but I think you don't really see a plan B with him in the game so far. It's like they go behind and they can look a bit disjointed.
But you know what's the crazy though? They're going behind a lot to set pieces, which has got nothing to do with the formation.
But in the game...
No, in the game, they're not great. I'm not saying that. But they're going around to set pieces and then the game gets really stretched and then he's bringing lots of things on. Probably what the issue, I would say, is he's made too many changes. That's the bit that I'm talking about. So I think if he said, okay, now I know that Højlund's going to be my 9. I know that I've got Ahmad in this role and I've got Bruno in this role. I've got Ugarte here. I've got Dallo, who's going to definitely be my left-sided kind of like wing-back. Mazraoui's going to be my right-sided wing-back. I've got 3 centre-backs that can do this. Remember, he's all playing Evans. He's played Maguire. But it seems that 1 week is Evans. At home is Evans, away is Maguire.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
There's been too many changes there. He should have settled on a few more of the players.
Yeah.
But I think he should utilise his system because that's what's got him success. And he's going to be buying players for that system. So he can weed out a few people, but it should be, these are my back 3 that I'm going to run with. These are the 2 midfielders I'm going to run with and play them as much as possible because if you can't train it, then try to play it into some kind of consistency.
I think the issue with that though is you run the risk of missing out on Europe again and etc. And what does that look like for United and their financial situation if they miss out on Europe again? So I agree. I'm all for managers playing the formation or playing the players that they need to play. But sometimes and all good managers do that as well. They say, all right, this ain't working right now. I've got to tweak it, how I play the formation, or I've got to play a different formation slightly. We've seen Pep do that. We've seen Arteta do that. We've seen Jose do it. But we've seen what's his name, Conte do it. This formation don't really work, so I've got to change it a little bit. And that's it. So I think
we sound a bit hypocritical, innit? Because we always say a manager's got to have a style, got to implement their own way.
That's why I think it should stay.
And now we're saying
that's why I think it should
you
stay.
can have your style, but don't play it just yet.
No, I 100% think you should stay with your style.
I think it's too much too soon for this Man United with this crop of players. But, we'll see.